You also have to make that inner resolve, which is what I also think courage is. You have to have that resolve in your mind that you want to get past this. You don't want to just keep on sulking and just keep on licking your wounds.
Hello and welcome once again to the Healthy Happy Human Show. I am your regular host, Cyril Aloysius, and of course, it is my pleasure. It has always been my pleasure to be your host on the show once again. I know you missed us, yes, and I missed you too. We missed you too. I think it's safe for me to say happy belated Easter. Yes, happy belated Easter celebrations. A lot of you actually ate your food alone. Yeah, you didn't call me, but hey, it's all good. It's all good. We're back now and we're ready to serve you. So, yes, today we're going to be talking about a very, very interesting topic. A topic that cuts across, every sector of life. It touches every single body, both the rich, the poor, and the ugly. And in the studio here with me to talk about this particular topic is somebody that is well knowledgeable in this area that we are diving at. So what are we looking at? We are looking at adversities. Adversity. What is adversity? But we know that for us to overcome adversity, we need what? Courage. So speaking of courage, I think it's best we know what courage is. And to help us, elaborate more on this is Dr. Gilbert. Dr. Gilbert, you're welcome to the Healthy Happy Human Show.
Thank you very much.
Yes, so we'd like to get your thoughts, Dr. Gilbert, on the definition or what you think courage is.
Well, thank you very much. Courage is, like I like to put it, a decision that something is more important than fear. So courage is not the absence of fear, but it is the ability to overcome fear, to face your challenges. So courage
is not the absence of fear, but the
Yes.
ability to overcome fear.
Yes. So courage is the foundation of every transformation story. If you look at, people who have had transformation story, there's always that
Also,
part.
Gilbert, please. You are getting too fast. Allow us to digest these things. Allow us to digest these things. He said, what? Please come again.
Okay, I said courage
Yes.
is the foundation of every transformation story. Yes.
Courage is the foundation of every transformation story.
Yes. So if you look at the lives of people who have turned their life around, you will see that at some point in their life, they had to make a decision that the challenge that they are facing is not greater than the outcome that they look for. So they have to face it head on, overcome it, and that takes courage. So that's what I think courage is. That decision that something is more important than fear.
Wow.
And then if you look at this side of the world, where we are faced with uncertainties and challenges like every single day, it's important for us to have this tool of courage. This is why I think this, talk show is very important. This whole topic is important for people to hear and apply it to their lives as well. So courage, this topic, and adversity is very important.
Wow, thank you very much for your thoughts on that particular question. When we talk about things like this, it's always very very good when we marry them with real life scenarios, like real life experiences. So it left me wondering if you have had any real life experiences that you could use to...
Yes, I have a couple of real life experiences that have demonstrated courage.
A couple of them, okay.
Yes, but the one
Let's have it.
The one I like to cite as an example was because I still draw inspiration from that, because it was from my, number one role model, my dad, who showed me, the very unprecedented level of courage that helped me become a medical doctor today. From my first senior year in secondary school, where I was forced to do arts, but he was so determined for me to get into sciences, to chase my dream as a doctor, and then he fought for me to, I even changed, my secondary school, and then I passed my exams, and here I am today, more than 10 years later as a medical doctor. So I draw inspiration from that every single day, and it's, one of the traits I really love about my dad.
Okay, Dr. Gilbert, I'm really getting inspired right now, and I want to believe that's the same for the audience. I think at this point now, it's time for us to go deeper now, and of course, you have to look at why adversity builds character. You know, a lot of persons don't really know that adversities build build character. They say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? So we want to know, is there anything that you must have gotten yourself involved in, you know, back in the days while you were coming up? Did you actually get yourself involved in anything and then you failed at it and then you went back again and finally succeeded? We want to know what kept you going. You know, what gave you the courage to keep going? Because some persons, once they try something and then it doesn't work out, that's the end of the day. That's the end of it.
Yeah,
You know?
I was one of those people. I never really had any experience of failing in the past until, you know, several years back. So this was over, I think, 4 years ago. I came back to Nigeria to get my license to be able to practice here. So I had to, you know, write a medical licensing exam. I'd never failed any licensing exam in the past, but Nigeria showed me something different. You know, I came
Showed you shaggy program.
honestly, because I came back with my friends. You know, we're all together. We're supposed to just pass this exam, and you know, everything was just supposed to go so smoothly, right? So I came back, I took this exam, my friends passed, and I didn't see my name on the list, and I was so devastated. I locked myself away at home for like a month, but it helped build my character in many ways, and right now I'm even really grateful for that experience, because now my eyes have opened to a very different perspective in life. You know, adversity truly does build character, because how did I get out of that? I had very serious support from people I cared about, but then it's not enough, because you also have to make that inner resolve, which is what you know, I also think courage is. You have to have that resolve in your mind that you want to get past this. You don't want to just, you know, keep on sulking and just keep on licking your wounds. So you have to get up on your feet. You have to fan your flames, like I like to put it. So that's how you get back on your feet.
Okay, Dr. Gilbert, thank you very much for that experience right there. You know, I think it's relatable. What I have right now to say is actually relatable to what you're saying, because at some point in my life, I'd had these experiences where, man, you know what they say, when being strong is the only option you have no other option but to be strong. You just have to be strong. So it's time now for us to go into the practical aspect of things now. We have to look at, okay, what are those practical steps that one can take to become courageous?
Yes, yes, yes. There are several practical steps, you know, that I've also applied personally. So the first practical step I would say is acknowledge your fears.
Acknowledge your
Acknowledge
fears, okay?
Be true to yourself. Identify your fears, you know. Identify the challenges that you have. Don't act like they don't exist. They are right there in front of you. Acknowledge them.
Because some persons would agree.
Yes.
They'll keep beating around the bush. They'll say, oh no, I'm not scared of anything. We know the problem.
Yes, yes. And what this helps you do is it gives you a place to start. You know, it gives you a place to start. And then the next thing I'd like to say is start small.
Start small.
Start small.
Acknowledge.
Yes.
Acknowledge the problem, and then
start
small. Okay.
Yes. So being courageous is not always in the big things. It's also there in the little
The small things.
It also takes courage, you know, to be able to apologize to someone.
That's deep.
You
That's
understand?
deep, man.
It
That's
takes
deep.
courage to be able to say I'm wrong.
True.
It takes courage to be able to say I did something wrong. In my own case, that
This thing you just said now, yeah.
Yes.
A lot of persons just flash my mind. They will never.
Some people don't like to admit.
Never.
Yeah.
Instead, they will just look for a way to make it look as if upon what? No. They can't
The
try it.
first few months after, you know, I got my, you know, my negative results from my first licensing examination, I was saying I was so perfect in the exam, there's no way I could have failed. But then when I took a deep dive, you know, introspectively and looked at, you know, what could I have actually done wrong, I began to see my errors that could possibly have led to my name not being on the list. So starting small and identifying your fears is, you know, they are very key things to building courage. The next thing I would say is self-empathy. So be kind to yourself. It means
self-empathy.
Yeah. So when you fail, be kind to yourself to say, okay, we can try again. Don't
Okay.
just beat yourself up or, start to have, maybe sometimes people can't control that intrusive suicidal thought sometimes, but it's important to just be kind to yourself. Tell yourself it's okay, we can try again tomorrow, And then the next thing is to earn the support of the people who matter. You understand? I'm not talking about, there's people that like to cry to social media, people who don't know them to sympathize with them, but to the people who know you.
And the support of the people who matter.
The people who matter.
So there are persons that actually really matter.
That will help you to, that's where the word encourage comes from. Because those people will now encourage you, that will now build your courage. When they say iron sharpens iron and all that. So that's where that comes from. The next thing I'd like to say is, now fan your flames, because it's not enough for those people to encourage you. Fan your flames.
Fan your flames.
Fan your flames.
Okay, more like a charcoal, and you're fanning it for it to.
Yeah, so you need to, you need to kind of.
These things are deep, these are really deep, man.
So you need to just rile yourself up. You need to encourage yourself. It's not enough people to also encourage you.
Nobody claps for you, clap for yourself.
Clap for yourself.
They say when a lizard falls, I think there's this thing that our elders used to say, when a lizard falls from the tree and then he gets on the floor and then nobody claps for him, you just not, you hail himself, hail yourself. Tell yourself you are trying.
Yes. And then when you're able to do that, be kind enough to reflect on whatever the outcome is. Whether the outcome, like I said before, is failure or success. Reflect, look at what you did to fail. Not that you failed intentionally, but look at what led to the event of failure. Look at what led to the event of success, and then that helps you to encourage yourself to go again the next time.
Wow! Thank you so much, Dr. Gilbert, for these wonderful words of wisdom that you've spilled out on the show today. I want to believe that our viewers have learned a lot, because I know that you've learned a lot. But just before we let you go, Dr. Gilbert, I'd like to get your last words. Any last words from you to the audience? What is your motto with dealing with personal adversities? What is your personal motto for dealing with adversities?
Well, my personal motto has changed over time, but right now the motto I go by is a very short one. It's just one word: Kaizen. It's a Japanese word for continuous improvement. Kaizen. K-A-I-Z-E-N.
Okay.
So Kaizen basically just means you never give up. You are constantly improving yourself. It helps to build courage. So courage is a process. It's not a one-time thing. There are times when people just, get the courage to do something immediately. But in the long run, courage is those small moments that you put together that get to that, big heroic form of courage. Courage makes ordinary people heroes.
Courage makes ordinary people heroes.
Yes.
Imagine if David didn't have the courage to go and face Goliath.
Exactly.
And throw the stone. Just imagine.
Yes. So
imagine
that's what made him king.
Then now imagine if he had thrown the stone and then he missed. Problem.
He had enough courage to try.
Thank you very much, Dr. Gilbert, for your time with us on the Healthy Happy Human Show today.
Yes,
and of course, I want to say thank you to you, our wonderful listeners, our wonderful viewers, who've been right there, faithful to your screens up until this very moment. Yes, it's the Healthy Happy Human Show, and yes, this is where we have to draw the curtain on another interesting and exciting episode of the Healthy Happy Human Show, right here with me, Cyril Aloysius. It's been an amazing time with you on the show today, but I have to go. You know what they say, when you have to go, you have to go. Don't forget the interest of today's show. Build courage in spite of adversity. It's within you. You just need a little push. You just need to tell yourself you can do it, and definitely you will. Until next time, do enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now, and thank you so much for watching.